What's going on, YouTube gang? It's Mellow DFS coming to you live and direct. Here to give you my favorite plays with DraftKings and FanDuel for today. We have a 12-game main slate for today. Hope everybody's having an amazing one. Feel free to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Press that bell icon and always stay notified for new videos. Let's get right into it, y'all. Going with the first play. Going that pitcher, y'all. Gonna look at Framber Valdez. Now on FanDuel, he's 9,900, but looking at him on DraftKings, get him for 8,100. Now he just has a small sample size going against Texas. Now Texas averaging a 27.6 strike rate against lefties, and this guy has been on a roll, y'all. Look, check him out. In the last 5 games, he had 43 fantasy points in the last 2 games against the Angels. He played the Rockies at Colorado. He had a 45 fantasy point game. He even played Oakland at Oakland, 49 fantasy points. Now these scores is on FanDuel, but the fact that he's just coming out the gate this season on fire, something to consider, especially as his price tag. To me, it will be a GPP play, but like I said, averaging 45 fantasy points in the past 5 games. Looking at 3.5 implied runs against him here. If you want to look at this play, I think it's a great spot to consider. Texas hasn't been playing as well, so like the spot here on both platforms for Framber Valdez. Of course, you got Aaron Nola against Washington. I like his home splits, knowing that he's playing at home. He played Washington a few days ago. He had a 49 fantasy point game, and that was at Washington. So knowing that he has great home splits, he's averaging 43.4 fantasy points in the past 5 home games, and around 34.7 fantasy points in over 9 home games. Something to consider. He played Washington a few games ago. He had 8 strikes, 2 errors with a home run against him. But like I said, last time he played them at home, he had a 46 fantasy point. I'm sorry, last time he played them at home was last year. He had 9 strikes against them. He averaging a 29 strike rate with 10.6 strikes per 9 innings in the past 20 starts. So love this play, knowing he has a great batting average against Nationals. So Aaron Nola, something to consider for your lines here. Let's go to our first baseman position. Now first base, we do have Brandon Belt. He's a great play. Knowing that he's playing at Colorado, he's 3,800 on FanDuel. Get him for 42 on DraftKings. Checking him out, he has a 423 batting average against Gray, with 3 home runs included, with a 1.423 OPS against Gray, as he has his best hits against righties and John Gray's worst hits against lefties. So like this play for him. He's looking at a 6 implied total for the Giants in this play. So this is one of those hot games to consider, and he's a great play overall in my opinion. So like this play for him here. Of course, you got Rhys Hoskins as well, going against Washington. He's 3,600 on FanDuel, 46 on DraftKings. I like this play as well, going against Corbin. He has a 286 batting average against him, but he crushes lefties. He has a 1.057 OPS against lefties against Corbin. Corbin's worst hits against righties. So something to consider here. He's averaging 33 fantasy points in the past 3 games. He's been on fire, y'all. 32, 34, 35 in the last 3, and he has 32 and 25 in the last 2 games against Washington. So something to consider for him. He had 3 home runs in the past 3 games, 2.6 average in RBIs in those 3 games as well. So like this play once again for Rhys Hoskins, that he balled out last game against Washington. So hopefully he does it again today. All right, let's go to our next spot, going to our second baseman for today. You got Robinson Cano here. Now he's 2 for 2 going against let's see how you pronounce his name, is Wojciechowski. That's how you pronounce it. But another great righty matchup. He is perfect against him in his last time facing them. He had 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. So something to consider with Cano at 3,500 on FanDuel. Now he's 4,400 on DraftKings, but known as a 10.5 over and under play here. And let's see, looking at him, there's a 5.2 implied total against Baltimore today. He has a 438 batting average against righties in the past 20 games. He did come off that 24 fantasy point game last game against Miami last night. And so it should be another great matchup once again. So he had 15-31 in the last 2 games against Baltimore. Hopefully he keeps his streak going here. So going back to the well with Cano in the spot for today. And looking to our third baseman. Let's go for some savings here, which I like Austin Riley. All right, he's 2,500 on FanDuel. To me, it's cheap, and even on DraftKings, he is 3,400 on DraftKings, and he's done well in the last two, even the last four. 23, 38. He had a 3, but a 22 in the last 4 games, and he had 2 home runs in the past 4 games. He's averaging 29.5 fantasy points in the past 2, and averaging a 1.8 RBIs in the past 4 games. Now, last game he had 23 fantasy point game. He had 3 RBIs with a triple. He has a 300 batting average versus righties, so something to consider here for Austin Riley at a cheap play for your lines for today. And let's go to our last play, going to outfielders, in which I give you another value spot. And here's my cover guy for today, is which we have our guy Nick Marcakus. All right, let's go down this list. Here we go. He's 2,700 on FanDuel. He's 3,600 on DraftKings, and I feel like he's another great play. He had 25 in the last 2, 25 last game against Boston, and a 16 in the last 2 against Boston. And to me, it's another great play here. He's good against righties. He has a 315 batting average against righties. He's averaging. He had a double in both of the games that he played so far, with 2 RBIs in both of those games. So I like this play for him today, going against Weber, as Weber's worse against lefties at an 895 against lefties, and Marcakus has an 881 OPS against righties, but still another great spot for him for today. So I like the Atlanta stack here once again. Houston's also a great play. Another play you could go to will be, go to Kyle Tucker here, 3,600. He's 45 on DraftKings, going against Garcia. He's worse against lefties, a 967 OPS against lefties. And like Kyle Tucker, once again, he's a cheap play, but could do damage. He had 29, 9, 34, 22 in the last 4 games. So also like Houston in this play. You got Mets, and you also got Giants at Colorado, something to consider. So these are my plays for today. Y'all like the plays, give a thumbs up. If you want access to my player pool, click the link in the description and sign up. It's only $1 up to 30 days to get these tools. Once you sign up, get access to MLB cheat sheet, your sleepers, your studs. Click on the watch players, you get access to your player pool, and you'll see Watch Mel's DFS picks button up top for either DraftKings or FanDuel, and includes NHL, NBA, and NFL on the way. So love y'all, man. Y'all collect that bag for today. It's Mel DFS, and y'all stay blessed. And I'll see y'all in the next video.